On this episode of Bounce from the Roadhouse, we interview Justin Moore. He's touring with Tracy Lawrence and special guest Lainey Wilson. So sit back for the next 10 minutes while we talk with country music star and Nashville recording artist Justin Moore.
Bounce from the Roadhouse!
Hello, Cat Country.
Yeah, this is Justin Moore.
This is who?
Just say it like all nonchalantly, why don't you?
What's up, guys?
Oh, I'm just Justin Moore. I'm
this is
nobody.
Justin Moore. It's not a big deal. It's whatever.
Hey, don't get me very far in my household, I can promise you.
Well, we're Amy and Brandon from the Roadhouse. Thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you guys for having me. I appreciate it.
Oh, it's our pleasure. April 9th, you and Tracy Lawrence and special guest Lainey Wilson at the Rushmore Plaza Civic Center. We are so excited to see this.
Yeah, we are too. It's just going to be fun to get back out on the road and on stage, and especially with those guys, Lainey and Tracy. You know, we were on tour together, and we were supposed to be for a while, and we had just kind of gotten all the kinks worked out, and then we obviously got sent home, and I ain't got to do it since. So we're looking forward to this weekend for sure.
We talked to Tracy last week. Man, he's a good guy, isn't he?
He's as good as they come. I mean, you know, he and I, he's another Arkansas boy like myself, and obviously growing up when he was first coming out and loving country music, I was a huge fan of his, and and then when I decided to pursue music, you know, he was just a huge inspiration of mine, and again, throw on top of that, he was you know, a local guy who had made it, you know, really, really big. It was pretty cool. But now to your point, to get to know him personally and become a friend of his, it's been just, it's been really, really cool for me. I'm such a huge fan still. I was so bummed out because I thought, man, I'm going to get to watch like 35, 40 Tracy Lawrence concerts in a row here for free. And I didn't get many of them. So I look forward to seeing a couple this weekend.
Heck yeah. You know, I follow you on Facebook and Instagram and stuff like that, and I seen that you've got a pretty cool looking tour bus that you're sponsored by Bobcat. Yeah,
it's neat. You know, it's a relationship that we just began, and we're certainly excited to be teaming up with those folks, and you know, look forward to developing our relationship, and you know, and them being a huge part of our tour and our podcast and everything kind of in our world. And you know, the goal anytime you have a relationship, you know, like this is that the hope is that it's always mutually beneficial, and I'm hopeful that it will be.
It's sponsored by Bobcat. Does it do anything special? Like, can you does it have like one of those things that you can move dirt with?
She's like a bucket on the front. No.
You know, that's a pretty good idea. Sometimes we could use a box blade on the front when we get some snow out there on the road. So that's not a bad idea.
Yeah. I hope you got a free skid steer out of the deal too, because man, those are sure handy to have around the house.
Yeah, we've certainly placed some orders. There's no doubt about that. And matter of fact, we've got a side-by-side that we'll be pulling around all our tour stops this year. And at the end of it, I think we're going to do some type of giveaway to a fan. So that'll be pretty neat also.
That's awesome.
You were talking about how Tracy Lawrence was one of your influences. What other singers influenced you?
You know, Waylon, Willie, Merle, Johnny Cash, all those guys. But I was always a really big fan of the guys who I felt were unique and nobody's ever going to be like again. Like Dwight Yoakam's my favorite artist of all time. No matter how hard you try, you can't sound like him or move like him, or you know.
Yeah.
and he just had such a cool sound, and a huge Charlie Daniels fan because I've always been influenced by obviously country, but Southern rock as well, and I felt like he kind of meshed the two together really well, and it's kind of what, you know, I've always attempted to do with my music, and so that's just a couple examples, but you know, Skinner was a huge influence of mine also, and
nice.
I could go on and on.
Yeah. And I read that you turned down tons of baseball scholarships and chose music. How hard of a decision was that for you?
Well, it certainly wasn't tons of them. There were some opportunities I had to go play at some schools, smaller schools around home. It was hard for me because, it had never crossed my mind not to go to college and get a degree, A, and B, I played sports my entire life from the time I was 4 years old. And, I really got to thinking about, after starting to play music my junior or senior year also, in addition to sports, I thought, you know what, you ain't going to make money playing baseball. You're 5'6" and 140 pounds. Would it have been a lot of fun? Yeah, but, I thought I had a better opportunity to make a career out of music. And I knew that was a long shot also, but I thought it was probably a better chance of that succeeding than baseball. So, but I miss it. But I get to live it through my kids now. I coach my three daughters. They're on three different teams, and I coach all three of them. So
that's awesome.
I was at the baseball field till 9 o'clock the last two nights.
Wow!
So, I feel you on that one. I got two kids the same. My daughter's into fast pitch softball. My son is into baseball. We absolutely love it. It's the greatest thing ever.
Yeah, you get it. Yeah.
Yeah. So fun.
Well, you do it all then, don't you, Justin?
We do something. We try to, but it's fun. We enjoy it. I really hadn't ever. I'm not making my kids be involved in sports. I may nudge them a little bit, but I'm lucky that they got my love of athletics, and so it's a lot of fun.
Well, that's cool. There's definitely a lot of life lessons. I think I love baseball because of the life lessons you could learn there. I mean, you've got to go up and singly, as a batter, face 9 other guys. You and this pitcher are kind of dueling off, but you've got to try to get on base against 9 other people. And as a team, you could sit there and run endless scores. And then as the team that's playing defense, you got to be able to come out and say, well, they might have just scored 10 runs, but we can also score 10 runs. We got this. It's okay. And there's life lessons in that,
Yeah, I agree, man. I love a lot of sports. I played baseball and basketball growing up all through high school and loved them both, but baseball is my favorite sport. And I just think sports in general are a great you learn a lot of great life lessons, to your point. You learn how to lead. You learn how to be led. You learn how to be a part of a team, which you're going to have to do in your career, inevitably. You learn how to deal with failure. You learn how to deal with success. There are a lot of things I think that you take away from it.
I agree 100%. Well, I can't wait for you to come in. I hope you guys have a chance to check out Mount Rushmore and Crazy Horse and some of the other things. I know you're right in the middle of a pretty busy little run. I think you got shows the 8th, the 9th, and the 10th. So
at least you could do a drive-by.
Yeah, maybe you can do a drive-by.
Yeah, last time we were there, I took my, speaking of kids, we got a chance to take the kiddos and do Mount Rushmore, which is super cool. I've done it a handful of times, but it's every time you go, you're like, I just cannot believe this. They did this. It's so amazing every time.
Yeah. You were scheduled to come out here before the pandemic hit. People were so excited, and then they were bummed, but now they're super excited again. Every concert lately has been sold out here, so we're expecting a big crowd for you.
Yeah.
Hey, we're certainly looking forward to it, and it feels like we're finally able to see the light at the end of the tunnel here, so we can't wait for everybody to have a good time with everybody out that way. Hopefully they're as excited as we are.
Also, another really cool thing is you guys are going to be playing in the Don Barnett Arena. The very first person to ever play in our arena here in Rapid City was Elvis Presley.
Wow.
And that was his last concert?
And it was his last concert.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Not saying that it's bad luck to sing there.
No. There's been millions of people that have come through, but just saying, like, that's kind of cool to us. And then to be able to have somebody just like you be able to come and play a show, it means a lot, to have you guys here. So we can't wait.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's some great history, and that might win me some trivia down the road.
It might.
That's
That's right. I won't be there. I have my own show, and to sidestep on that, I play in a band. But going to concerts like the last time you were here with Blake Shelton inspired me to become more of a musician and chase my dreams doing that. So unfortunately, I won't be at your show because I'll have my own show in Casper, Wyoming that night. But yeah.
Well, hey, that's good for you.
Yeah,
that's where we are the night before.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Is Casper. So.
Yeah. That's cool.
Well, hey, thank you guys. I appreciate y'all's time and
I
look forward to getting out that way.
Well, drive safe, travel safe, and have a ton of fun.
And we always say, we love you.
Yeah,
love you guys. Thanks so much.
Yeah.
Have a good one, bud.
All right,
Thank
bye-bye.
you.
All right, bye-bye.